One of the things that's really interesting when we talk about social recruiting or online recruiting or digital recruiting is we always think about it in the digital space. We always think about it online. We always talk about things like mobile and responsive web design and engagement and things like Twitter chats and all kinds of things like that, and which channel works. When actually, the place where the relationships are built best are from live events, what I call live social. So there's two types of events you need to understand and look at how you bring your content to it. One is external events which are organised. So that's things like meetups, conferences, unconferences, anywhere where people get together. Sometimes it's just drinks. Anywhere where people get together where you can be involved and you can help people to do that. That could be as simple as creating business cards for people, asking people to wear t-shirts. We looked at it in one organisation and said, you know, we're seeing all these people going out and speaking at all these events. Not one of them has a visible sign of where they work. And that's where we created a t-shirt culture that says, this is where we work. We said, would you mind if we put the career site on the back? Yeah, that became a really good source of hire because there's an expert standing at the front of a conference where you're able to directly say, there's someone I respect, that's someone I want to work with. Now, 99% of the events and conferences where you're going to attract people to your organisation will have nothing to do with recruiting. Will have everything to do with, maybe it's a programming event, a programming meetup, maybe it's a particular piece of code, maybe it's a security issue, maybe it's a change of legislation, maybe it's just a social event in the right geography, but it's making sure you have a visible presence and a plan for what events are your audience going to. And you can find that out from the people you work with, and how can you get them to promote you while being comfortable, not feeling like suddenly, we're not asking people to be recruiters, but to create a visible presence. How can we support people with things like, sometimes it's as simple as putting some euros or pounds or dollars behind the bar at a meetup group, which is exactly your target audience. All these activities have been really successful of understanding where do our people go live and do we give them a means of connecting back very easily in a live environment. And then the next bit is running your own events. What are you doing about running your own meetups, running your own transfer, using the knowledge that you have in your organization, one, to showcase if you showcase your employees as people who have expert knowledge, call them thought leaders if you really want to use that term. If we showcase people who have expert knowledge in an organization, that's a real attraction. This is the thing we're hearing back time and time again when people say, how do you choose where you want to work? I want to work with people I respect, and I want to work with people I can learn from. And I want to work in an environment where I'm comfortable. So creating events which are really about socials, bringing friends, doing whatever you're doing. For instance, when we used the iPhone and the Android, we then had a cinema night, like show the films, talk about what it's like. There's all kinds of things. Organising your own meetups, providing space in your building to do that. If you've got room for sponsoring or running conferences or events where a particular target audience will be attending. So having a live event strategy which will connect people with your brand, sometimes for today, sometimes for tomorrow, but you need to think of social as being offline as much as it is online.